So my overall theme for my sequences was honesty, and so for this lesson, my learning targets is our students will be able to use visualization by sketchnoting while reading a text, and students will be able to comprehend a text by inferencing and visualizing. The essential literacy strategies are visualizing and inferencing, and the mentored text is The Boy Who Cried Wolf and Rebecca's Afterthought. So this clip is, the first half is me introducing what inferencing is, and then the second half it cuts to me introducing what visualization is.
So now we're going to infer, so draw a conclusion, what you actually think is happening, not what you see, but what you think is happening. Okay, write it on this sticky. So I'm gonna infer. So I see a picture of a boy giving the candy back. So I'm gonna infer that was probably stolen. Yeah. It's not gonna do it. That's what you think. Infer what you see. I see a boy.
So I'm introducing a sentence stem for them to use as well while they're inferring.
So, I'm inferring that they it was stolen.
So now it's, this is me introducing visualization.
So visualization is like a picture. So if I say close your eyes, and I say there's a big blue ocean of sand, and there's a dolphin jumping out of the ocean. You guys see that in your mind? That's visualization. Okay? So that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to read you a story, and while I'm reading it, we're going to stop every few minutes, and I want you to draw what you're visualizing in your head. Okay, so I'm not going to show you pictures. We'll draw one. Yes, you can draw while I'm reading. Okay, so I'm not going to show you pictures. So just whatever you think about, and it can be words that stand out to you that I say. So you can write the word, or you can write yeah, you can write a drawing that what you think about, you can sketch it, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so we're all going to have our own little corner. Okay, so you all have your space. Okay?
So for a positive learning environment, demonstrating mutual respect and rapport. So I demonstrated this by listening and making eye contact while the students were sharing, and giving each student the same opportunity and amount of time to share their answers, questions, and their thoughts during the lesson, and by giving the same positive feedback. And so that's what the next clip will be, and then the clip after that will be of responsiveness. So for social need, one of the students had a what-if scenario, and so she's sharing that and asking what to do if something were to happen. So I gave an appropriate answer back to that.
watch it, stop, watch it, stop, stop. And then, please, just help, please come, help, wolf, help. So, and this must be the same thing, right? Because he said, here you see your twice, and he said wolf, wolf twice. In different parts of the story, didn't he? Use his ears from it to right at the end because he was serious. He was actually scared he lost. Yeah, all followers. Okay, now your turn. So, is that a sad face on the sheet? Yeah. That's good. So you pretty much told the story in one big picture. I like that. That's really good. And what is this? That's bittersweet. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because they have. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about what you have so far. Okay, so I have 6 words. I have how Hollis was getting eaten up by the wolf, and he was calling the wolf. And this is his sheep, and then these are all these are all helping him, and then this is him saying, I'm gonna play a trick. And I like how you made the mouth like that, because that means he's like lying, right? That's really neat. And then when they all came, he laughed, and then when he laughed, he was lying, and then the wolf came again, and then again and again. And they took all the sheep, right? And the last time, the wolf was just listening to the whole story down here, and then the wolf finally came and he ate, and then he got all the sheep except for one, and then he tried to come get all the villagers, and then the villagers kept on saying, no, I will not help you, and then he was just crying, and then he was like, I'm just gonna tell the truth forever, and then that's when they
And then this is the clip of the student asking about the what if scenario. I further went on and gave her the response of that if you found a candy bar and it was already open, you need to tell someone that works there so no one else gets it. But if you do open something at a store, it's your responsibility to pay for it. So, student engagement. So the engagement strategies that I used were sticky notes. We did a collaborative graphic organizer of our what we see and what we're inferring when looking at a picture. We did sketchnoting twice, so we did it while reading both texts. And so, having the variety of strategies, it kept them engaged throughout the lesson, and both mentor texts were about the theme honesty, so it helped with the overall message of what my sequence is about.
Still another day, the boy tried to trick them again. Yelled out with all of his
So this is a clip of my students staying engaged while I'm reading one of the mentor texts to them.
For my sheep. Again, the kind villagers came running, and when they reached the boy again, he
So there's sketchnoting, and that's what I ask them to do while I'm reading. So they're listening and they're writing or drawing or sketching what they're visualizing while I'm reading.
The villagers were now upset at him. They looked down at him and said, "This is not a laughing matter."
So for my teaching analysis, what I would change is at the beginning of the lesson, I wish I would have done a better overview of what the whole lesson was going to be about and what we were doing. I wish I would have talked more in depth about what that one part of the lesson is going to be about inferencing and one part about visualizing, because one student, while we were sketchnoting, she was getting a little confused between inferencing and visualizing, and she was kind of doing both. And so we had to stop and regroup. I also wish I would have, at the beginning of the lesson, gone more in depth about what inferring means, because when we were making the collaborative graphic organizer of their sticky notes and what they see and what they infer, one student was getting confused between the differences. She was looking at the picture when I asked what they see in literal terms, and she was already inferring, and she didn't know, and so we had to regroup and talk a little more about that, but I wish I would have initially gone over that first and gone a little more in depth about it so they wouldn't have gotten confused. So that's my lesson on visualization and inferencing.